Hi guys! Welcome to the 100th video on this channel. Since 100 is a special number, I decided to share something special, and that is the 2014 Metrobank MTAP DepEd Math Challenge National Team Oral Competition for Grade 10. Well, this is special because yes, we are the champion on this competition. Well, for the information of everyone, it's really hard to win in NCR because of a lot of science high schools and private schools, particularly the Chinese schools. Okay, and we know whoever emerged number one will represent NCR in the national finals. And these are the contestants that represent our school, Makati Science High School, Angel Aranas and Maurice Fabros. Okay, so here are the pictures during the event. This is Angel, and this is Maurice. Okay, and of course, this is the famous Matthew. Okay, so here we are on the awarding ceremony. Ito ako. Okay, and I'd like to say, this is one of the most memorable and most fulfilling moments in my teaching career. So on this 100 video, I decided to discuss the solutions on the problems that occur during that event. So enjoy. Okay, so the rule in MMC when it comes to 15-second questions is that you have to compute it mentally, right? But since this is a video tutorial, so allow me to show my solution as I explain it. Okay, problem number 1. What is the area of the smallest square that encloses a circle whose area is 12 pi square centimeters? Alright, so you must have an illustration that look like this. Alright, so note that the diameter of the circle is the same as the side of the square. That is 2r. See that? Okay, now the given is the area of the circle is 12 pi, so we have to equate it to pi r squared. And from there, r squared is equal to 12. Okay, now take note, the area of the square ang kailangan natin. So that is, we simply square the side 2r. Okay, so that is 4r squared. Okay, so since r squared is given, so therefore the area of the square is simply 48 square centimeters. See that? Okay. Problem number 2. The point 1, 2 lies on the parabola y equals 2x squared minus 3x plus k. The question is, what is k? So since the point 1, 2 is on the parabola, we simply substitute 1, 2 in place of x and y respectively. Right? So that is 2 equals 2 times 1 squared, that's 2, minus 3 times 1, plus k. So since this is negative 1, okay, so therefore, k is equal to 3. See that? Next, problem number 3. If x equals negative 1 and y equals negative 2, what is x raised to y plus y raised to x? Alright, so this is negative 1, okay, raised to y, which is negative 2, plus y raised to x. See that? Okay, so law of exponents, so this one will become 1 over negative 1 raised to 2. So that will become positive 1, right? Plus, okay, this one will become 1 over negative 2. So from here, we have 1 minus 1 half, or 1 half. Okay? Next, problem number 4. The area of the trapezoid is 72 square centimeters and its height is 6 centimeters. How long is the median? Okay, take note, when we say median, that is the average of the bases, right? Okay, so that is, the area of the trapezoid is given by, okay, A equals 1 half times height, okay, times the sum of the bases, right? Okay, now, the area is given, that's 72, okay, that's equal to 1 half times the height, which is 6, times b sub 1 plus b sub 2. Once again, as I said, the median is the average. Ito yon. b sub 1 plus b sub 2 over 2, right? So we simply divide, okay, 72 by 6. Therefore, okay, so the median, b sub 1 plus b sub 2 whole over 2 is just equal to 12. 72 over 6. Okay, take note the unit. This is the golden rule in MMC. So you have to write the proper unit. Okay, so that's 12 centimeters. Okay, problem number 5. If the absolute value of sine theta equals 1/2 and theta is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to 360, find all values of theta. Okay, so take note, we know sine theta, absolute value of sine theta is equal to 1/2, then the other one is sine theta equals negative 1/2. Right? So since theta runs from 0 to 360, okay, 1/2 si theta, okay, if 1/2 si sine theta, if theta is 30 degrees in quadrant 1, in quadrant 2 that is 150 degrees, right? Now, sine theta is negative 1/2 in quadrant 3 and 4, right? So that is 210, and then in quadrant 4, that is 330 degrees. Right? So therefore, in problem number 5, there are 4 answers. See that? Okay. So dapat kabisado nyo yun. Sine theta equals 1/2. Okay, then use reference angle. Next, problem number 6. The sequence a sub n is defined recursively as follows. A sub n plus 1 equals 2 a sub n plus 1 and a sub 1 equals 1. The question is, what is a sub 4? Alright, so this is simple substitution. So if n is 1, so we have a sub 2 equals, okay, 2 times a sub 1 plus 1, that will give you 3. See that? Okay, next. So if n is 2, so that will be 2 plus 1, so that will become 3. Then 2 times 3, okay, so since a sub 2 yan, so 2 times 3 plus 1, that will give you 7. And lastly, to get a sub 4, we let n equals 4. N equals 3, right? So a sub 4 is equal to 2 times a sub 3, that's 7. So that will become 14 plus 1, that will give us 15. So therefore, a sub 4 in problem number 6 is 15. See that? Okay, next, problem number 7. The shortest side of one triangle is 12 centimeters long, while the shortest side of another triangle is 16 centimeters long. If the two triangles are similar, what is the ratio of the area of the bigger triangle to that of the smaller triangle? Okay, so therefore, the ratio of the size of the two triangles, okay, of the two shortest sides of the triangle is 12 over 16, right? Or, this is equivalent to 3 over 4. So the ratio is 3:4. But since the question here is, we are after for the ratio of the area of the bigger triangle to the smaller one. So now take note, ang relation ng side to area is square, right? So therefore, we simply, to get the answer here, we simply square the side of the largest triangle over the side of the smallest triangle. Okay, so that is 4 squared over 3 squared, so that is 16:9. See that? Okay, next, problem number 8. When a polynomial is divided by x minus 2, okay, the quotient is x plus 1 and the remainder is 2. What is the polynomial? Okay, take note, okay, yung ating Euclidean algorithm, p of x is equal to x minus r, which is your divisor, times the quotient plus the remainder. Okay, now, so since the divisor is given, that's x minus 2, alright, then the quotient is also given, that's x plus 1, okay, plus the remainder, which is 2. So the question is, what is p of x? So that's it. We simply multiply and then add. So that is, okay, so you must do this, okay, mentally. So x times x, that's x squared, Alright, this is negative 2x, this is positive x, right? So that will become negative x. Then the constant here is negative 2, but there's another 2 here, so therefore they cancel each other. So therefore, p of x is x squared minus x. Clear? Problem number 9. What is the smallest integer x that satisfies the inequality absolute value of 2x minus 1 is less than or equal to 10? Okay, so take note, for k greater than 0, alright, for k greater than 0, so the absolute value of x less than or equal to k will have a solution of x greater than or equal to negative k but less than or equal to k. Okay, take note of this. So with this one, so we have 2x minus 1 is greater than or equal to negative 10 but less than or equal to 10. Okay, then we solve for x. So from here, we have 11 over 2. Okay, and here, we have negative 9 over 2. Right? So, take note, we are after for the smallest integer. So, this is negative 4.5, right? So, therefore, the smallest integer, the value of x here, that will satisfy this inequality is simply negative 4. Okay? Actually, you can easily check it. Okay? Next, problem number 10. If the first and fourth terms of an arithmetic sequence are 3 and 27 respectively, what is the fifth term? Okay, take note, yung fourth term natin is given by the first term plus 4 minus 1 times the common difference. Okay? Likewise, yung fifth term natin is the first term plus 5 minus 1 times the common difference. Right? So, since given ang fourth and first term, so that's 27 equals 3 plus 3d, we can easily compute for d. Right? And that is 24 over 3 or 8. Then that's it. So, the first term is given. Okay, this is 4 times 8. So, therefore, the fifth term is simply 35. Okay? 30-second questions. Problem number 1. The legs of a right triangle measures 4 centimeters and 6 centimeters. The question is, what is the area of the circle circumscribing this triangle? Okay, so your illustration should look like this. Okay, so which implies that your hypotenuse of your right triangle is the same as the diameter of your circle. Okay, so also the legs are 4 and 6. So since right triangle yan by Pythagorean theorem, so your hypotenuse or your diameter is square root of 52. Right? Now, the area of the circle is simply given by, okay, pi r squared. Right? So that is pi. Ang radius natin is square root of 52 over 2 to be squared. Right? So that is, ang square root of 52 squared, that's 52 over 4. And we know 52 over 4 is 13. So therefore, the area of the circle is 13 pi square centimeters. See that? Okay, problem number 2. Solve for x in the equation 2x cubed minus x squared minus 3x equals 0. Well, this is easy for a 30-second questions because it's obvious you can factor out x, right? So that will give us 2x squared minus x minus 3 equals 0. And the good thing here is factorable tong quadratic trinomial na to. That is 2x minus 3 times x plus 1. Right? So this is negative 3, positive 2. So tama. Okay, so clearly, like I said, this is easy for 30-second questions. The values of x here are 0, 3 halves, and negative 1. See that? Okay, problem number 3. Find the domain of the function f of x equals the square root of the quantity 1 minus logarithm of x minus 1 to the base 3. Okay, take note, yung domain ng radical function, okay, yung radicand natin, which is 1 minus logarithm of x minus 1 to the base 3 should be greater than or equal to 0. Right? So, that is 1 is greater than or equal to logarithm of x minus 1 to the base 3. So, that is, okay, solving for x, so convert this into exponential, that is 3 greater than or equal to x minus 1. And clearly, okay, our x is less than or equal to 4. See that? Okay. But, that's for the radical function. So, take note, meron yung logarithm natin, we have to consider the domain of this one, right? So, ang domain ng logarithm, yung x minus 1 mo, should never be negative. And 0. So, therefore, x minus 1 is greater than 0. So, from here, we have x is greater than 1. Meaning to say, the solution set here, alright, is x is greater than 1, x is greater than 1, but less than or equal to 4. Or, 1 to 4. See that? Okay. Next, problem number 4. If tangent theta equals negative 3/4 and theta is greater than pi over 2 but less than pi, what is sine 2 theta? Now, so, two things to consider here. So, where is theta located? So, it implies that your theta is found in quadrant 2. Right? Quadrant 2 yan. Okay, because of this. Okay. Now, also, dapat memorize natin yung sine 2 theta. So, the double angle for sine, okay, let's say sine 2 theta is given by 2 sine theta cosine theta. Right? Now, take note, quadrant 2, your sine here should be positive, your cosine should be negative. So, that is 2 times sine theta. Now, this is 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? So, this is tangent theta is negative 3/4. So, therefore, ang sine ko dyan is 3 over 5. Okay? 3 over 5. Okay, next. Take note, ang cosine in quadrant 2 is negative. So therefore, cosine theta here is negative 4 over 5. Then that's it. So, 2 times 3 times 4, that's negative 24 all over 25. So, this is sine 2 theta. Clear? Okay, problem number 5. If logarithm of 3 to the base 12 equals a, what is logarithm of 48 to the base 12 in terms of a? Okay. Now, one thing that you must realize here, okay, yung logarithm of 48 to the base 12 can be written as logarithm of 144 over 3 to the base 12, right? Since ang 144 over 3 is 48. Agree? Okay, so then yung property ng logarithm, okay, quotient rule. So that's logarithm of 144 base 12 minus logarithm of 3 to the base 12. And we know this one is logarithm of 12 to be squared, alright, minus of log 3 base 12. Then power rule, okay, so logarithm, so this one will become 2 times this one, we know this is logarithm of 12 base 12, that's simply 1. Right? So, from there, we have 2 minus, this is given, that's log 3 base 12, that's a. So, therefore, this is our final answer. Okay? Okay, for 60-second questions. Problem number 1. Solve for x in the inequality 4 to the x plus 2 to the x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay. Now, so we let, okay, 2 to the x to a certain variable. Simply because we can express 4 to the x in terms of 2 to the x, right? So, with that, so I'm going to have y squared plus y minus 2 less than, greater than or equal to 0. See that? Okay, so now, this is factorable. Okay, yung left side ko. So, that is y plus 2 times y minus 1. which is greater than or equal to 0. Now, recall natin yung quadratic inequality, okay, if that's greater than or equal to 0, so ang y natin is greater than or equal to the largest of the two roots, which is 1, or your y is less than or equal to the smallest of the two roots, which is negative 2. Right? But take note, ang y natin is 2 to the x. Okay? That's greater than or equal to 1. Alright? While here, okay, so we have the same, 2 to the x, that's less than or equal to negative 2. And obviously, this is, will not happen. Okay? This is incorrect. Right? So, okay, so since x is exponent, never siyang magiging negative. Okay? So we ignore this. Okay, so going back here, so by inspection, you will notice here, if x is 0, so that's 2 raised to 0, that's equal to 1. If x is 1, that's 2. That's greater than 1. So clearly, ang x ko dito is greater than or equal to 0. See that? Okay, problem number 2. Three numbers form an arithmetic progression. If their sum is 33 and the sum of their square is 461, what are the numbers? Okay, so take note, 3 is an odd number. So therefore, we let the middle as, let's say, the a. Then the third number is a plus d. The first number is a minus d. Alright? So now, so since ang sum is 33, alright, so from there, maka-cancel natin yung common difference, right? So therefore, ang a natin dito, which is the middle number, is 11. Right? So a is 11. So therefore, 11, then the next one is 11 plus d. Yung prior to that is 11 minus d. See that? Now, ang sabi, the sum of their squares is 461. So I have to square it. So square ko to. So okay, so I'm going to have 121 minus 2d plus d squared. Right? Now, square ko din tong middle, that's 121. Then square ko tong third one, that's 121 plus 2d plus d squared. Okay. So, again, if I'm going to add that, so that's 363. Okay. Cancel ang 2d. So, plus 2d squared, that's equal to 461. See that? Okay. 461 minus 363, that is ilan? Then divided by 2, that's 49, right? So 98 divided by 2, so that's 49. So clearly, ang d ko dito is plus minus 7. See that? So therefore, so yung numbers natin na hinahanap, so 11 plus 7, so that's 18. Then 11 minus 7, that is 4. See that? Okay. So therefore, these are the numbers that we're looking for. Okay? Next, problem number 3. Two fair dice are rolled. What's the probability of getting a sum that is prime or even? Okay. So take note, yung prime numbers natin, okay, let's say, prime numbers natin are 2, okay, yung prime, okay. So prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, okay, 7, okay, 11, right? While, yung even numbers natin, okay, sa dice, pair of dice, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So you will notice here, so walang 9. Tama? So take note, yung, the easiest way to do this is that, so we simply subtract the probability of getting 9, okay, kay 1. Right? So ano ba yung pairs that will give you 9? Okay, pairs that will give you 9, okay? Probability of sum of 9, okay? So, yung 9 is 6, 3, 3, 6, right? 5, 4, 4, 5. So, therefore, we simply subtract 4 over 36 or 1 over 9. Tama? So, 1 minus 1 over 9 is simply 8 over 9. See that? Problem number 4. A circle with center O has a chord AB of length 12 centimeters. If angle AOB is 120 degrees, what is the radius of the circle? Alright, so, in the illustration, okay, so again, the chord is AB with length 12, while the center of the circle is O. Okay, so let's call this foot of the perpendicular bisector of the chord as point D. Okay, so meaning to say, since perpendicular bisector yan, okay, so this AD here is 6, right? Okay, now, you also, so since angle AOB is 120, this will give us 20. Okay, yung angle AOD. Okay, now, take note, yung triangle ADO natin is a 30-60-90 triangle. See that? Okay, so meaning to say, yung OD natin, that is 6 over square root of 3. Right? Okay? So, since 30-60-90 triangle yan. Or, 2 square root of 3. So, if this is 2 square root of 3, it follows yung radius natin, which is AO. Alright? Yung AO natin is just twice. Okay? So, remember, yung hypotenuse natin is twice of the measure of the side opposite to 30 degrees. So, therefore, that's simply 4 square root of 3, that's centimeters. See that? Okay. Last question for the difficult round. Okay. Problem number 5. If f of x minus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3x minus 2, what are the zeros of f? Okay, in this last question, I'm going to present two solutions. Okay, the first one is I'm going to let x minus 1 equals a certain variable. Let's say y. And then, solve for x. Okay, so my x here will become y plus 1. Now, meaning to say, if I'm going to plug in y plus 1 in all x, so I'm going to have f of y equals 2 times x squared, or 2 times y plus 1 to be squared, minus 3 times y plus 1 minus 2. See that? Then I'm going to expand. So this one will become 2y squared. Okay, this is 2y times 2. Alright, plus 1 times 2. Okay, minus distribute 3. So I'm going to have negative 3y minus 3 minus 2. Clear? Then, combine like terms. Alright, so I'm going to have 2y squared plus y minus 3. Then, I'm going to return it to f of x, which is 2x squared plus x minus 3. Okay, and this is factorable, right? So, the factors are 2x plus 3, alright, 2x plus 3, x minus 1. Okay, let's check. This is positive 3, this is negative 2. Positive x. Clear? So, therefore, the zeros of f of x are, okay, that's it, negative 3 halves and positive 1. See that? Okay, that's solution number 1. Now, for the alternative solution, which is more practical, okay, alternative solution, okay, so, take note, yung 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 is also factorable, right? Okay, let me rewrite it. So, 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. Factorable yan. So, that is 2x plus 1 times x minus 2. Right? Check natin. This one is positive x. This is negative 4x. Combine it, negative 3x. There you go. So, therefore, the zeros of f of x minus 1 is negative 1 half and 2. Right? Zeros of x minus 1. So, meaning to say, to get the zeros of f, you have to subtract 1 also to the zeros of f of x minus 1. Right? So, that's it. So, negative 1 half minus 1, then yung isa, 2 minus 1, will give you the same. So, negative 3 halves, 1. See the two solutions? Alright, so negative 3 halves and 1. Clear? So that's it. I hope you like my 100th video. So please share and subscribe for more MMC videos to be uploaded soon. Keep safe.